Hey friends, this truck pulls up next to me a few minutes ago. He was about 3 or 4 parking spaces over, but this part of the parking lot's empty. And when I looked at the truck, I was just immediately taken back because it looked just like my father's truck. My father's been gone now about 2 years, and I just immediately went back to being in that truck with my dad, going to one of the last times that we went out in that truck together. We went and raked up some pine straw and put it in a flower bed, and we spent that time together, and it was just a wonderful day. And I got lost in that thought, looking at that truck and missing my dad, and just thinking about deep things, about that time the man in the truck cranks the truck up again. He had just pulled up whenever I was having that memory, and he cranks the truck up and he whips around and he gets right here by my truck and rolls his window down. And he called me a MFer. He said, "You got something you want to stare at, MFer?" I was like, "What? What? What are you staring at? You got something?" And the thing is, that kind of made this a little bit funny is that he was a little bitty guy. I mean, I could have got out and mashed him into the ground if I wanted to, but I was just kind of taken aback. I was just like, wait, what? Yeah, man, you got a problem? You staring? You got something you need to say? You want to take care of this? And I'm like, no, dude. I was like, actually, your truck looks exactly like the truck that belonged to my father, and I was just missing him. I was just thinking about him driving that truck, and it's a beautiful truck. And well, you need to look at somebody else's truck. And he just kept right on going, just you effing SOB, and all that kind of stuff, just going off. And I'm just sitting here, going, wow, where in the world did that come from? Folks, I want to tell you, and I'm going to say this really quick and I'm done. I want to tell you that we will be presented with things that will come out of nowhere into our face before we even have time to think. And we respond and we react. And I reacted in honesty and told him what was on my mind. And I said, well, before he drove away, he peeled out. I said, I'm sorry if I offended you. I said, I was just thinking about my dad, and your truck looks just like him, When we react and we respond to what's going on around us, even, my initial reaction is to get out of the truck and grab the guy by the throat and punch him in the nose, but but I didn't. Thankfully God had his hand on me, and I control that. And because you can get in big trouble. First of all, I'm at work, I could be in trouble doing something like that at work. But not only that, who am I? What kind of a person am I? And how I react and the things I say and the things that I do, people are watching that kind of thing. And folks, you can't let stuff that happens out of the blue, you can't let stuff that comes up out of nowhere into your face change who you are. And most importantly, you can't let it make you lose your focus on your father. I'm sitting there focused and thinking, and my mind was full of my dad, my father, And that guy came up out of nowhere, and I was so lost in the thoughts of my father that I didn't have time to really stop and think about what was going on. And I kind of hope that that's how we all are in our life. We're so lost and caught up in the things of our Father that whenever the world throws stuff in our way, we don't have time to react in a worldly way. We react still in the mindset and the thought process of our Father, and we're able to tell the people and the things that are going on around us that, no, I'm sorry, I was just in my Father's business. I was just thinking about my Father. I was just, missing my Father and wanting to be with my Father, I just thought that was a simple little thought, and I thought I would share it with you. It kind of hit me after the guy drove away that I was so lost in thinking about my father that I didn't really have time to react out of anger, even though initially I probably would have jumped out the truck, but I didn't. And I'm glad of that. I'm glad I handled that the way that I did, and I'm glad that the Lord had his hand on me and allowed me to. But I want that to be the way we react to all the other stuff going on. Folks, you're getting hit from all sides right now, and I get that. I get it. Let's be caught up in thoughts of our Father and let that determine how we react to the things that the world throws in our way. And let's don't lose focus on our Father.